Get out your comfort zone. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about what a comfort zone is, but I'm not sure if you fully understand it. So the basics of the comfort zone I've learned is that the comfort zone is the zone that you are comfortable in. The area when you do things that is fine to you, there's not much stress. And sadly, it is also the area in which you get no growth. The comfort zone, the worst thing about it, I would say for you, which is why I want you to get out of it right now, is that the comfort zone is always shrinking. Every time you do activities, there's always, for example, harder activities in your day. For example, let's say you have a very relaxed day at home. The harder activity in your comfortable day could be mowing the lawn or doing the dishes. The longer you stay in the comfort zone, the harder and harder these comfortable activities get. It starts to get harder to motivate yourself to get out of bed, to mow the lawn, when often for other people, mowing the lawn is sort of like a non-issue, something they can just do effortlessly. And now for you, it's been getting harder and harder to mow the lawn. You're tired of it. You don't want to mow the lawn. Whatever, it's still the same. The comfort zone is always shrinking. The activities on the outside which you're comfortable with, over time will get less comfortable to do. You may have once been fine to mow the lawn, but now it's getting more difficult to do so. Now, the reason why outside of your comfort zone, even though it sucks, is the area in which you grow the most. Doing these hard things, you really learn the most and mature as a person. Now, the thing you want to do when you're leaving your comfort zone is basically activities you don't normally do in your everyday life. For example, now, the one activity I want you guys to start doing, which is actually going to the gym. I'm sure most of you who are watching me with the gym content and exercise are actually going to a gym or putting in a solid exercise in the week. But for those of you who aren't, the first thing you need to do is actually stop your excuses and get to gym. I don't mean to say it in a bad way, but we all have the excuses in our minds why we can't do something. It's too hard, people are going to judge me. In reality, when you go to gym, those people there are most likely there to help you. And yes, in the beginning it's going to be tough and it's going to be hard, and that's the thing, you've left your comfort zone and it's uncomfortable. You're outside of the comfort zone, which is a good thing. Now, as you go to gym more and more, it's going to get better. You're going to grow more as you go. Now, another reason why many people don't leave their comfort zone is actually because of mental health. So what you want to do is improve your mental health. There's ways of doing this. There's very many ways to do improving your mental health. And one of the best ways to actually improve your mental health is actually to start journaling. I'll talk about this further in another video, but basically every day, start writing down on a pen and paper, not on your phone. Pen and paper, it's much better for your mind when you're busy writing down such things. What you're grateful for. This is gratitude journaling. So you're going to start by writing down what you're grateful for every day. This is going to help you develop gratitude and a positive mindset. So at least now when you're going out and doing these tough activities, your first thought isn't always, when is it going to be over? Or for example, I'm doing really bad at this. You might have more mild thoughts, more neutral thoughts that can say, okay, I've been going at this for this long, but the good news is I'm halfway there. The good news in this situation, that's what you want to start to develop. You want to find that glimmer of hope, the silver lining in the clouds. This is by gratitude journaling. You're going to also, less in your life will start to impact you negatively. For example, let's say someone calls you, they don't like your clothing or they don't like your hairstyle, they think you sound funny. When you start gratitude journaling more, this stuff is going to be less effective to you, because now in your mind there's hundreds of things you're grateful for, so many positive things in your life. The alarm clock on my desk right now, I'm grateful for it. That's one small thing. These things, they add up, they create like a shield of strength. You want to keep on working on this, on your gratitude. You want to build up that mindset. Another way to improve your mental health is, well, I'd say it's actually going to gym, even though it's funny because that's what I told you to do first. And some of you may struggle to go to gym because you have a bad mental health. But funnily enough, just doing it, leaving your comfort zone, is going to improve your mental health. And the reason for this is your mind and body are very connected. If you have an unhealthy mind, it often you suffer to get a nice healthy body. So the other way to improve mental health is to improve what you're eating. Now, this doesn't mean this is not a video on diets. I'll do another one later, although I'm not an expert on it. I do know a little bit as I've started dieting. And what you want to improve what you eat? Mainly homemade meals by your mom, your dad, whoever. You want to avoid more processed fast foods, because they are not as good for you, even though they might have the energy, or just because they are accessible, it doesn't mean it's the best option. You're going to want to eat homemade food in comparison to the pre-made and preheated, ready in 5 minutes food. An example of this is, instead of eating 2-minute noodles, you could cook a bowl of spaghetti, a proper bowl with some vegetables or whatnot, compared to stick it in the microwave, 2 minutes later it's done. Put some of that the noodle spice, put that in there. It's not as good, and you'll feel better when you don't eat all that junk. A lot of you may have experienced this when you binge eat. For example, you eat a lot of ice cream or you eat just too much and you just feel sick. You feel like the sweetness you can't escape it from your mouth, it's just in your body, and now like everything's less, you have less energy, etc. So you're going to want to be improving your diets. One easy way to do this is, instead of white bread, try have brown bread. It's a very small change, barely noticeable, but it does add up over time, because you probably have bread maybe once a day. Maybe you have it with your eggs or your lunch, you have it in a sandwich, whatnot. It really does make a difference. And you can come back and tell me how it's going. Now, to put in summary, you're going to want to improve what you eat. You're going to want to start hitting the gym, and you're going to want to start being more grateful. These things are all going to help you leave your comfort zone. The comfort zone growth, it's kind of exponential. You don't see results until a while. So for example, you have one growth is going up exponentially. The longer you do it, you'll see the benefits. But it takes a while to even see anything. It's going to take, like, for example, a few weeks to even notice any difference. Some of these activities will take you months to notice. For example, if you go into gym, you probably won't see any gains in maybe a month. You might feel small differences, but you probably won't see any ones. So you want to start gradually, and then you want to get out of it. You don't want to stay in one place, and you need to reflect on how you're doing. You need to, for example, start writing down, besides your gratitude, you need to start writing down what you've been doing in your life, your goals. You need to be writing down, let's say you went to gym and you had a problem there, you need to start thinking, why did I have this problem? How can I fix it? You want to be more aware of what you're doing in your everyday life, and just leave the comfort zone, guys. Don't stay in the comfort zone. It's going to destroy you from the inside out. The comfort zone is going to shrink, and before you know it, everything is impossible to do. Just keep working on it, guys. Leave your comfort zone, and you'll start getting further in life.